You're watching the Sports and Political channel of LB. I'm its contributor. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share these videos on your social media platforms. Let's get down to business. So in the loss last night to the Milwaukee Bucks, where they blew a double-digit lead in that game, Joel Embiid decided to go on the post-game press conference and throw his teammates and throw his coach under the bus. Now, you might be asking yourself, LB, how did Joel Embiid throw his team under the bus? And this is what he said. Now, when they were out the game, when he went up, this is what he said. Well, the game kind of changed when I left in that third, in late third quarter, early fourth quarter. That's when the game changed because I wasn't on the floor. What? So what about all those other minutes where you were on the floor? See, Joel Embiid don't got that mentality, man. He don't. He don't got that mentality to get it done. So let me ask you this, Joel Embiid, since you want to throw your teammates and you throw your coach under the bus, was it your teammates that got their shot blocked at the end of the game? Or was it you that got your shot blocked at the end of the game by Giannis? Let's tell the truth of the matter. Look, I'm not going to talk about James Harden in this video, right? I'll talk about him in a different video. But Joel Embiid got his shot blocked at the end of the game. Nobody else. When Giannis was cooking in that third and fourth quarter and all that, right? Why don't you tell the coach, hey man, coach, man, get me back out there so I can neutralize Giannis. So why you? The bigger question is this, right? Since Joel Embiid is the so-called leader of the team, right? Why'd you throw your teammates under the bus like that? Why you throw your coach under the bus like that? Ain't that what you stand against? Ain't that the type of shit you stand against, Joel Embiid? I thought we all supposed to be one team, one fight, right? I thought we supposed to be a cohesive unit. Because, see, this ain't the first time Joel Embiid's throwing his teammates under the bus. Now, much as I don't like Ben Simmons, we're starting to see a pattern here. Because last year, when the Sixers got eliminated by the Atlanta Hawks, right? At the post-game press conference, what did Joel Embiid do, right? He literally threw Ben Simmons under the bus. Now, don't get me wrong. Ben Simmons had his own, was just as much as fault as Joel Embiid was for not coming through in that series, even though Joel Embiid performed most of those games. But don't get lost in all that. I need you to understand that there's a pattern at work here when it comes to Joel Embiid and when things don't get done. When he don't get it done, there's a pattern at work here. And the pattern is the fact that Joel Embiid will throw you under the bus at the post-game press conference. What's up, Cole the Jester? Salute, bro. And when you're throwing other teammates under the bus, right? When you're throwing your coach under the bus, that's not a good sign of leadership. That's not being a good leader. You had a lead. You had a double-digit lead at that. Hell, there was a Tobias Harris sighting last night, for crying out loud. There's a mentality at work here that the Philadelphia 76ers are frauds, okay? You cannot trust them in a 7-game series. You cannot. James Harden don't get it done. Joel Embiid don't get it done. Doc Rivers has had a history of blowing 3-1 leads in playoff series. So when you factor all that, right, and you taking the histories of these aforementioned individuals, how can you sit up there with any kind of confidence and definitively say that this team is going to go to the NBA Finals? Now, I did a video a few weeks ago when I made the notion that no team is a lock to go to the NBA Finals, but we have an idea who might could possibly go. And we have an idea who could possibly not go. And this is one team that I believe that possibly is not going to go to the NBA Finals. Look, Joel Embiid don't got it, man. He don't. So he's sitting up there throwing his teammates under the bus. Well, you had the one guy score 17 straight points. The other team, I wasn't on the floor when that happened. But you was on the floor when you got your shot block at the end of the game. Explain that. You were at the basket, and instead of dunking the ball, you got your shot blocked. The fact of the matter is, you got to be at your best when your best is required. And Joel Embiid, you were not at your best when your best was required. Now, we can point to many games where Joel Embiid stunk up the joint. Because, yeah, when you drop 30 or you drop 29, but if it takes you 21 shots to get those 29 points, that's not very efficient. If the Sixers have any hopes of winning a championship, Joel Embiid got to be the guy. That's the reason that the Philadelphia 76ers win the championship. Look, this what you wanted, right? This what you wanted. You wanted to be the leader of the team. Well, guess what? There's consequences when it comes with this responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility. And when you got this kind of power, you cannot afford to drop the ball in crucial games, in crucial situations that could affect playoff seeding. In the playoffs, that could affect whether or not you have home court advantage. You guys dropped the game last night, and Joel Embiid out here throwing y'all under the bus. So if I'm Joel Embiid's teammate, how the fuck am I looking at him right now? All you guys out there in the cosmos, right? If my so-called leader of the team throwing me under the bus, right? Every time situations go bad, how are you going to look at your leader, right? When you at work and your supervisor got to talk to his supervisor, right? And his supervisor looking at your supervisor as to why things ain't getting done, and then the first thing he does is point to you. How would you feel about your supervisor at that point? Would you want to go work for him? Would you want to get yourself into car accidents to go to work for that dude? No. Probably not. Now, like I said before, everyone handles everything differently. So you could be that person that might want to work for your supervisor that continues to throw you under the bus. I don't know. But in all likelihood, given the situation, nobody wants to work with or work for an individual who continues to throw them under the bus. And Joel Embiid continues to throw people under the bus. Just take it on the chin, man. Look, we're going to get better. We all had a role in losing this game. We all had a role in blowing this lead, including myself. And we're going to get better and keep it pushing. Not this, well, I wasn't in the game. My teammates were out there. You got to talk to them. What? That's not good leadership quality. that comes with a sense of maturity that he does not have. He does not have the it factor. Right? He don't. When he don't got the it factor and he don't got the maturity to lead a team, this Sixers team ain't gonna go nowhere. It don't matter what coach you put in, whether it be Doc Rivers, whether it be Mike D'Antoni. It don't matter what coach is out there. The fact of the matter is he don't got it. Him nor James Harden got it. I'll talk about James Harden in another video. But this is all about Joel Embiid right here. You lost that game last night. You did. And you keep on playing like that, and you keep on throwing your teammates under the bus or whatever like that, they're going to end up turning on you, Joel Embiid. They're going to run you up out of Philly alongside James Harden. So ain't nobody trying to listen to all that bullshit, Joel Embiid. You way too deep in the game right now to be getting all these passes. No more passes for you, bro. You either step up or step aside. Period. Smash the like, hit the subscribe. This your man. Scream at me. Hurry.